The Gatekeeper's Guide to Dreaming. For those who wish to leave the world behind, don't worry, I won't mind. But be forewarned, each turn of the page will be a tricky stage. A battle of the past, a fear of the future, will only put your present in a cage. This world which you enter is one I have cared for since the dawn of my time. A mystery round each corner, a fairy who will put them in order. A scream which will kill you with a stare, a loving embrace from someone you care. If you survive each treacherous task, then you have succeeded, a dreamer at last.
Em là hạt cát trong biển đời sâu thẳm, tri thức kia là cả một đại dương. Rất nhiều ngã chẳng lẽ chọn một con đường, thầy chỉ lối mở ra nhiều cánh cửa.
I'm a grain of sand in the deep sea life. There is an ocean of knowledge. Many ways cannot choose a path. Teacher shows a way and opens lots of doors.
Em là tia nắng trong ban mai chan chứa, rọi vào đâu để thấy có ít hơn. Thầy nâng đỡ cho cánh chim đang lớn, chăm sóc thêm cho hoa nở khắp vườn.
I'm a sunshine in the morning, overflowing. Shine on where to find more useful. Teacher supports for growing birds. Care more for the flowers, to blooming all over the garden.
Ngày đến trường em chờ nghe giọng nói, những nét hoa và dáng bước ung dung. Màu nắng kia lẫn quyện vào màu ngói, mái trường kia bao kỷ niệm đã từng.
Day to school, I wait to hear your voice. Beauty, handwriting, with a calm gait. The sunny colors blend into the tile. School roof, how memories ever.
Sự nghiệp trong người, chuyện thầy luôn trăn trở. Em giờ đây nguyện tiếp sức cùng thầy.
Growing career, something you always concern. Now I wish to give strength for you.
Hạt mầm kia sẽ nở thành cây, màu xanh kia rồi sẽ lấp đầy hành tinh. Công lao dù có vô hình, thầy cô quyết tâm lặng thinh vì người.
Seed will blossom into a tree. Green will fill up the planet. Even the merits is invisible. Teacher enthusiasm, silent because of us.
It was only a dream. The winding winds, the tumbling pines, fallen whispers, and rosy skies. In a mist, far from home, enchanted sway, there walked a man in whom I saw myself. Walk as he may, I know he is gone. I ran to grasp my father, where we were joined again, to dance among the moon and the lights. A bond broken by departure, forever strong and enduring. In his remaining image, always in motion in my thoughts and strong within me, unforgotten desire to dance with him forever again.
The small white dress danced through the petals under the bathing light of the moon. The small white dress danced through the midnight light in the small crimson pool. The small white danced through the crimson pond as it stained red. The small white dress danced through the fire in a field of roses. The small white dress danced through the field of roses only to get hurt. The small white dress danced through the pain to be pushed down farther. The small white dress danced through the pushing to be thrown into a pool of depression. The small white dress swam through the pool to find it closed. The small white dress drowned in the pool, caused by the petals.
Regardez les branches, comme elles sont blanches, il neige des fleurs.
Look at the boughs, how white they are. It's snowing flowers.
Riant de la pluie, le soleil essuie les saules en pleurs.
Scoffing at the rain, the sun dries the weepy willow.
Et le ciel reflète dans la violette ses pures couleurs.
The sky reflects in the violets its pure colors.
La mouche ouvre l'aile et la demoiselle au prunelle d'or, au corset de guêpe dépliant son crêpe, a repris l'essor.
The fly opens its wings, and the dragonfly with the golden pupils and the wasp-like corset unfolding its silky wings has resumed its flight.
L'eau gaiement babille, de goujon fertile, un printemps encore.
The water happily babbles, the tiny fish wriggles, and it's springtime again.
Đây mùa xuân tới,
Here comes autumn.
rặng điểu riều hiu đứng chịu tang, tóc buồn buông xuống lệ ngân hàng. Đây mùa thu tới, với áo mơ phai dệt lá vàng.
The grieving willows droop in deep mourning, their sad hair streaming like teardrops falling. Here comes autumn cold, and its faded mantle woven with leaves of gold.
Hơn một loài hoa đã rụng cành trong vườn sắc đỏ rủ màu xanh, những luồng rung rẩy rung rinh lá, đôi nhánh khô gầy xương mỏng manh.
Various blossoms have fallen off their branch. and mist a garden where the red mingles with blue. The trembling breath of breeze shakes the leaves, and a few shriveling limbs like fragile bones and somber hue.
Thỉnh thoảng nàng trăng tự ngẩn ngơ, non xa khởi sự nhạt sương mờ, đã nghe rét mướp luồn trong gió, đã vắng người sang những chuyến đò.
At times, the moon appears with all her puzzled look, and on the far side mountains start to veil with fog. I hear the bitter cold stirring the wind, but see no boats making their cross-stream run.
Mây vầng từng không, chim bay đi, khí trời u uất, hận chia ly, ít nhiều thiếu nữ buồn không nói, tựa cửa nhìn xa, nghĩ ngợi gì.
High in the cloudy sky, the birds flee on, while the leaden air broods over the parting. A few sad girls against the door lean in silence, looking pensively into the distance.
I look in the distance, and I see a man with no one by his side. I saw a man who no one cared about, as if he suddenly died. A feeling of sadness came to mind when I saw him in the distance. I feel like he was barely hanging on to existence.
I began to ponder as I saw him. I try to see him, but the light is too dim. He's filled with sadness in the sight of both of his eyes. He shuts down every time he gets a confidence to try.
He looks like a man ready to give in. No matter what he does, he will never win. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, and I hope the man will just go away. But he doesn't budge. He's going nowhere today. He came closer. I can almost see who it may be.
But I have a feeling I know who it is, but I really can't make him out and see. This man seems like an illusion. I know who he is, but I don't want to draw a conclusion. But I'm scared if he gets any closer, I will become even more afraid.
Because the closer he gets, I begin to fade. 1, 2, 3, 4. He comes closer, step by step. I finally get a close encounter. He's finally in the light. When I notice who it is, it's a hard sight. Now I know who exactly the man may be. I can't believe it's my own reflection. The man is me.
La marioneta. Si por un instante Dios se olvidara de que soy una marioneta de trapo y me regalara un trozo de vida. Posiblemente no diría todo lo que pienso, pero en definitiva pensaría todo lo que digo.
The puppet. If for a moment God would forget that I'm a rag doll and give me a scrap of life, possibly I would not say everything that I think, but I would definitely think everything that I say.
Daría valor a las cosas, no por lo que valen, sino por lo que significan. Dormiría poco, soñaría más. Entiendo que por cada minuto que cerramos los ojos perdemos 60 segundos de luz.
I would value things not for how much they are worth, but rather for what they mean. I would sleep a little, dream more. I know that for each minute that we close our eyes, we lose 60 seconds of light.
Andaría cuando los demás se detienen, despertaría cuando los demás duermen, escucharía cuando los demás hablan y cómo disfrutaría de un buen helado de chocolate.
I would walk when others loiter. I would awaken when others sleep. I would listen when others speak, and how often I would enjoy a good chocolate ice cream.
Regaría con lágrimas las rosas para sentir el dolor de sus espinas y el encarnado beso de su pétalo. Dios mío, si yo tuviera un trozo de vida. No dejaría pasar un solo día sin decirle a la gente que la quiero. Convencería a cada mujer y hombre que son mis favoritos y viviría enamorado del amor.
If God would bestow on me a scrap of life, I would dress simply. I would throw myself flat under the sun, exposing not only my body but also my soul. My God, if I had a heart, I would write my hatred on ice and wait for the sun to come out and melt it. With a dream of Van Gogh, I would paint on the stars a poem by Benedetti, and a song by Seurat would be my serenade to the moon.
A los hombres les probaría cuán equivocados están al pensar que dejan de enamorarse cuando envejecen, sin saber que envejecen cuando dejan de enamorarse. A un niño le daría alas, pero le dejaría que él solo aprendiese a volar.
With my tears, I would water the roses to feel the pain of their thorns and the incarnated kisses of their petals. My God, if only I could have a scrap of life. I wouldn't let a single day go by without saying to people I love that I love them. I would convince each woman or man that they are my favorite, and I would live to love with love.
A los viejos les enseñaría que la muerte no llega con la vejez, sino con el olvido.
Tantas cosas he aprendido de ustedes los hombres. He aprendido que todo el mundo quiere vivir en la cima de la montaña, sin saber que la verdadera felicidad está en la forma de subir la escarpada.
I would prove to men how mistaken they are in thinking that they no longer fall in love when they grow old, not knowing that they grow old when they stop falling in love. To a child I would give wings, but I would let him learn how to fly by himself. To the old I would teach that death comes not with old age, but with forgetting. I have learned so much from you men.
He aprendido que un hombre solo tiene derecho a mirar hacia otro, hacia abajo, cuando da de ayudarle a levantarse. Son tantas cosas de las que he aprendido de ustedes, pero realmente de mucho no habrán de servir, porque cuando me guarden dentro de esta maleta, infelizmente me estaré muriendo.
I've learned that everybody wants to live at the top of the mountain without realizing that true happiness lies in the way we climb the slope. I've learned that when a newborn first squeezes his father's finger in his tiny fist, he has caught him forever. I have learned that a man only has the right to look down on another man when it is to help him to stand up. I have learned so many things from you, but in the end, most of all, will be no use, because when they put me inside that suitcase, unfortunately, I will be dying.
Every day I open my eyes, I think about how the day will proceed. Will it be like yesterday when I fell and cried to my knees? Hopefully one day I will wake up and it will all just be a dream.
I walk through the hallways and hear people making curt statements about me. I try to hold it in, but depression takes over me. I'm stuck in the dilemma between life and death. When I dream, I see a person who I want to be.
No self-confidence, no one to turn to. When I scream out loud, you can only hear my silence. But in my dream, the little girl shows no violence.
I want to know who this little girl in my dream is. Why is she so confident? How is she so brave? When I realized it was all just a dream, that little girl was right inside of me.
Candy Lane, Mary Jane, drugs like Cain. I'm insane. This crap is lame. What's my name? What's with the world? It's not the same. I'm lucky like a rabbit's foot, and I'm crazy like a Looney Tune. I live in Palm Coast, but I was born on the dark side of the moon. On the inside, my soul is tainted. Music and I, we're adjacent. Half my life wasted, and I'm slowly losing patience. Life is a show, and I'm the main attraction. The world's on the brink of destruction, but I'm not gonna let it happen. I'm the captain. Like Columbus, I'll sail us to the new world. New life, new beginning. No illusions, I am the new world.
Why you had to go so soon? All of a sudden, late in the night, a call on the phone, the feeling of fright. Now all of a sudden, our whole life changed. Our lives torn apart, just thrown in the rain. I miss you dearly, this I do, but still it is hard to believe that it is true. So now I'm here, sitting alone. I wish I could call you, just pick up the phone. I miss you so much, you don't have a clue. You are my best friend, now my heart is in two. I think about you constantly, can't get you off my mind. I understand it was destiny, but you were so sweet and kind. I know you're in a better place, but yet my heart keeps crying. You are so sweet and innocent, and inside my body is dying. Why we sit here in your driveway, waiting to hear your truck, but knowing you're not coming makes our thoughts really stuck. I then see you walking towards me, surrounded by the light. I still can't believe this miraculous sight. This seems so unreal that you are gone, but knowing you're in a better place, we wake up to the beautiful dawn. When we arise to the orange sky, we all know it is you just trying to say hi. We cannot weep or shed any more tears. We just need to remember the good times we had over the years. But as I look towards him, he is smiling and says, I did not leave, I'm still here. Look into your heart, I've always been near. It is simple if you believe, do not be sad, do not be naive. If you look, my spirit is around, my love for you can always be found. Although you think our time is over, one day you'll be able to come over. When you're feeling sad and lonely, I know you're only trying to be holy. I know that it's your time to die, what I don't know is how to say goodbye. I miss you so much, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just end this poem with a goodbye and I love you.
Tears cry, emotions can't hide how a person feels inside. But on that day, at that time, love was no longer mine. Love moves on and found a new body and left me in pain. Was it my fault that love did not sustain? I guess I abused and misused love so much. I can't get close enough to love for one touch. I'll no longer see those sparks fly, or I will no longer feel those butterflies. So much, well, she's gone now. I can't lie. It's always real sad when love dies.
Sometimes, when I'm alone, I cry, 'cause I am on my own.
The tears I cry are bitter and warm.
They flow with life, but take no form. I cry because my heart is torn.
I find it difficult to carry on.
If I had an ear to help me revitalize, I would cry among my treasured friend. But who do you know that stops that long without being curt?
To help another carry on. The world moves fast, and it will rather pass by
than to stop and see what makes one cry. So painful and sad.
And sometimes I cry, and no one cares about why. Secrets inside that no one knows. Trapped deep within, afraid to let them flow. Head bowed full of shame. Hiding that the tears have came. Swelling in my eyes, streaming down my face. Hold me tight in your embrace. Tell me everything will be okay. Assure me I'll see a better day. My heart is crying out for love. My soul struggles to go above the state I call a life. Hate is tearing at my flesh as if a knife. Each time going deeper and deeper. Hope is becoming weaker and weaker. I can no longer bear this world. Recognize me as a lost girl. Thank you.
Need for speed. Speed is my game. My need is never the same. Choose my car, fit for a czar. Acceleration, generations to come. Exhaust pipe buzzing. I'm not fussing. Pedal to the metal. Needle on the red line, which is fine. 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. Tires squeaking, rubbers burning, and brakes are breaking. I'm still learning. Never buy a stick without automatic.
I'm Stacia.
I'm Sarah.
And we are your kidneys.
And we are your kidneys.
I'm the left.
I'm the right.
And we make quite the pair.
And we make quite the pair.
We're the leaders.
We're filters. We filter the blood.
And remove the impurities.
Take out the garbage.
That's hiding in there.
Hiding in there.
As the blood travels through us, we pluck out the poisons.
Kind of like gardeners plucking up weeds.
We flush out the waste in a liquid called urine.
But most of us just call it pee.
This urine,
this pee, it's passed down a tube.
Called a ureter.
Into a bag.
Called a bladder.
Who cares what you call it?
I do.
Who cares? Oh, sorry. What's it matter?
You're making me mad.
Well, you're making me madder.
I'm Stacia.
I'm Sarah.
And we are your kidneys.
And we are your kidneys.
I am the left.
I'm the right.
And on that we agree.
And on that we agree.
We're the leaders.
We're filters.
We generate urine.
She means to say.
We make the pee.
We make the pee.
Have you heard of the boy in the hood?
He learned to be the epitome of someone good.
He kept on with his dreams, even if it's harder than it seems.
Everyone thought he did good, so they were appeased.
He had everyone surprised because they didn't know what was inside.
He had great zeal for success. He wanted people to think that he was the best.
When he rapped, it was eccentric.
And all his music, he really meant it.
Even though he had a lot of fame,
his personality always stayed the same.
He always thanked the people by his side.
They were always with him, even when he lied.
As the rose unfolds, it shows its natural beauty. It has a glow of life in its body. As the leaves begin to grow and the petals show life, the fall begins to slither its way in. The weather steals the life, the petals begin to fall. The leaves begin to break, and the rose has died, withered away. Wait till summer springs, she'll begin to breathe again. Her beauty will resume. Welcome back, she sings, as she begins to bloom.
Is it a crime to fight for what is mine? When you push me down all the time, all you do is harass and exploit, when all I want is to leave the fight. All my hopes you just demoralize. For what? To feel cool that you criticize? How would you feel if you were treated that way? put down and picked on every day. It's not a life anyone should live. Your actions are way too subjective.
How about you walking my shoes one day? You'll realize the things you say affect me in the most horrid way. No, none of this is lovely. I'm shut down and I feel so lonely. But through all the pain and social agony, you still continue to be my bully.
We pray for a better day, yet we argue and fight. Another soul is gone in a blink of an eye. We say we want to move forward, but refuses to let go. Try to blame your problems and pain on others who stand strong. The number of gangs are rising while the number of scholarships are decreasing. Is anyone willing to speak? The media is trying to blind us with foolishness and entertainment. The drugs, money, and sex has painted for our future a vivid image. We look the other way when the innocent is found guilty and the helpless are robbed. You didn't care about and refused to correct those who were wrong. Well, it isn't us, you say. Why should we care? But what if it was you? How would you feel? Left out, alone, and abused because the world has turned its back on you. The tears fall and no one is around to care for you. Your eyes becomes dim and your knees become weak. Is anyone willing to speak? Care for others and treat them well. Shelter them from the storm and give to them when they need help. Give them good advice, but do not judge. Feed them when hungry and show them love. In the end, God will reward you to the fullest, but don't let Satan overcome you. So when things around you are not right, speak.
You told me you loved me more than anything. You said that you would beat someone up to protect me. You said that you would stay up to all hours of the night to help me fall asleep. You would always wipe away the tears of pure pain and agony that fell upon my cheeks. You said that you would do anything in your power to keep me happy. You would always try too hard to put a smile on my face. In the end, you're the one to blame. You're the one that caused the tears that fell upon my cheeks. You hurt me to no end. You walked all over me like I was some carpet. I would cry myself to sleep at night because I was tired of all the fighting. All we did was ever fight. We were never in love, we just pretended like we were in some play. I die a little bit inside each day when I realize how big of a jerk you were to me. I cry these tears because you told me you loved me and you really didn't. Not knowing that the day we split apart, you'd never see me again. I no longer have to waste my tears on somebody useless because now I can fly. I can be myself, someone who I've always wanted to be.
Flesh, the smells of burning flesh. Jews, listen, the fire I see. Flames, huge flames. SS coming toward us commanding. Men to the left, women to the right. 8 words, quietly spoken, without emotion. 8 short, simple words. SS officers ordered. Form ranks of 5. Sons of bitches, that's where they'll take you. There will be your grave. Don't understand? You will be burned, turned to ashes, heading to the crematorium. Stunned, petrified. Is he telling the truth? Not far. Huge flames. Flames rising from the ditch. Small children, babies, being burned. Our march continued. The pit, coming closer and closer. The infernal heat rising. Steps. Just 20 more. No. 2 steps. The pit. Ordered to the left, herded into barracks. That first long night, I never shall forget. Life turned into one long night. Forget that smoke? Never. Small faces of children's bodies. I saw those flames, my faith, consumed, silence. Desire to live, my dreams, murdered. Turned to ashes, night.
Cheerleading is a way of life shared by a chosen few. It's working as a team in everything you do. You have to persevere to be your very best. It's patience, hard work, and very little rest. It is always being ready with happiness and a smile. It's your chance to express your individual style. When you hear that crowd roar, you know it's the time to show what you can do, working as a team, not just 1 or 2. You only have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to show what your hard work and dedication was for. People demoralize cheerleaders for being dumb and not great just because we only count up to 8. My answer to them is try to be in our shoes. We put everything aside for a team of 22. Not every girl can be a cheerleader. It takes a special kind. Cheerleaders are full of life and a little bit out of their mind. You have to be out of your mind to be able to do this stuff. You have to learn to get along with everyone and let the drama slide right through.
It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived, whom you may know by the name of Annabel Lee. And this maiden she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me.
I was a child and she was a child in this kingdom by the sea, but we loved with a love that was more than love. I and my Annabelle Lee, with a love that a winged seraphs of heaven coveted her and me.
And this was the reason that long ago, in this kingdom by the sea, a wind blew out of a cloud, chilling my beautiful, amiable Annabelle Lee, so that her high-born kingsman came and bore her away from me to shut her up in a grave in this kingdom by the sea.
The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, chilling and killing my Annabelle Lee.
But our love it was stronger by far than the love of those who were older than we, of many far wiser than we, and neither the angels in heaven above, nor the demons down under the sea can ever terminate my soul from the soul of the beautiful Annabelle Lee.
For the moon never beams without bringing me dreams of my beautiful Annabelle Lee, and the stars never rise, but I feel the bright eyes of the beautiful Annabelle Lee. And so, all the night tide, I lie down by my side of my darling, my life and my bride, in the grave there by the sea, in her tomb by the surrounding sea.
Gone but where, I ponder about this question every day. Somehow I know you're here, but yet again where? I can no longer call your phone and say hello, nor reach out and grab your hand when I'm about to fall. I close my eyes and pray, hoping that this is just an illusion. Yet sadly, when I open my eyes, reality is awaiting for me with an answer I bear to listen to. It is a true calamity that you are gone. You will not see me turn 16, see me walk across the stage and grab that diploma, nor will you get the chance to meet your great-grandchildren in the future. Where are you? It wasn't your time to go. There is so much more we need to do together. I want to hug you one last time, say I love you one last time. Hold on to those last moments we shared together before we said our last goodbye. You are my best friend and forever will be. The bond between us will never break, even though my heart will always ache.
Butterflies, weak niece, speechless, can't see. Blinded by the love disguised, baby, you've got me mesmerized. You're the leader in my life, leading me on to succeed in time. Made me believe I was good enough. Instead of demoralizing me, you made me persevere when I gave up. Through thick and thin, through hell and back, we're here for each other, nothing matters more than that.
Sadness in the eyes, love when someone dies. It becomes eccentric, different, our own. Everyone says they will be there for one another, but in the end you're alone. With the breeze from the wind, my love will never bend. The sun shining on my face, waiting for your warm embrace. Sitting adjacent to the wall, I want to leave them all. Tonight became such a fight. Now I think I'm seeing the light. I'm overreacting and everyone's attacking. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm broken, or I'm falling apart. It all starts with a broken heart. No one knows how I feel. I feel invisible, like I'm not even real. They don't notice me, like I'm a disease that no one wants to see. The pain is unbearable because there's so much more, and my heart's like an open sore. The words people say cut me deeper and deeper. They look at me like I'm the Grim Reaper. I'm not, though. I'm more than that. It's like I'm something to look at. Don't worry, I don't smile. Guess what? The smile's fake. Don't you get it? It pleases everyone for a while. You don't know what goes through my head. You can't bring me down. I'm already dead. No one's on my mind. I guess I can rewind. Keep torturing me, 'cause soon I'll be dead. Don't you see? This is the end of me. No one will see me weak. I'll be dead down by the creek.
I told her I loved her and begged but a word, one dear little word that would be. For me by all odds the most amiable ever heard, but never a word said she. I raged at her then, and I said she was cold. I swore she was nothing to me. I prayed her the cause of her silence unfold, but never a word said she. I covered with kisses her delicate hand, but she only glanced down where the sea low murmured in ripples of love on the sand, and never a word said she. I cast her hand from me with rage unsuppressed, and she turned her blue eyes up to me, and smiled as she laid her fair head on my chest. What need of a word, retorted she.
I have fallen to my knees, going blind, losing my sight. Can't go on with this fight. Please let me free from this society. Please let me free from this reality. Brighter days yet to come. Feelings of zeal going numb.
Dying with no story to tell. Please let me free from my insanity. Please let me free from this pain and misery.
Please let me forget my infirmities. Every night I cry, every morning I wonder why. I had fallen to my knees.
The power of a gun can kill, and the power of light can shine. The power of a storm can destroy, and the power of the brain can create.
The power of people can bring peace, and the power of anger can bring turmoil. The power of hope can help achieve goals, and the power of love can restore a broken heart.
The power of a man and woman can create a child, and the power of a doctor can help the sick. The power of sports can keep kids off the street, and the power of propaganda can cause chaos if used for wrong.
The power of music can flow, and the power of lyrics can influence. The power of the beat can blow, but the power of a smile, especially yours, can soothe a cold heart.
Bang, bang. Chief Keef. 5-finger discount at the Dollar Tree. Poverty was a problem for the Toonsey family. No iPod, just a bass got CD. I looked to the east, nobody in my sight. Looked to west and see Kanye, his chain was bright. I did not shoot Biggie, said Suge Knight. Suge, Pac, and Biggie used to be tight. Eminem is the epitome of white rap. Nicki Minaj needs to stop rapping ASAP. Her booty's big, looking like Jay-Z's lips. 50 Cent's running out of money, he needs a bigger tip. Busta Rhymes raps faster than the speed of light. Every day Ice Cube gets more white. Every single night Tyler the Creator gets maligned. All these rappers have crazy lyrics to hide behind.
A mother who gave her heart, her very soul. A mother who was the one who dried our tears. A mother who cleaned the house and washed our clothes. A mother who instilled confidence in her children. A mother who loves her children like no other.
A mother who quelled the anger within us. A mother who protected her family as a lion to a cub. A mother who love knew no limits. A mother who placed her family before herself.
A mother whose eyes shined when she heard the words, I love you. A mother who always saw the good in us. A mother who made us believe we can accomplish anything. A mother who is an amiable, trustworthy, and a caring person.
A mother who will love you unconditionally. A mother who will love you through the toughest storm. Because she knows the sun will soon rise, sun again. A mother who will lead you the road of success. A mother who will always help you try your best.
A mother who will always stay true. A mother who will never turn their back on you. A mother who will always remain loyal. A mother who will provide for you until it's your time to bloom. A mother who is God's greatest gift from earth. Mother, mother, you like no other.
Pain is suffering. Pain is heartless. Pain is torturing. Pain is breathless. But yet you can feel it as if it was alive. Sometimes you wonder, why, oh why? Pain is helpful. Pain is needed. Painful is sexful. Pain is successful. Pain is conceited. You're probably thinking, no, that's not true. But in the end, pain will help you. Pain is sometimes what you need in order to be happy and for you to achieve your dreams. Pain is only temporary and doesn't last forever. And if you can endure it, your life shall be better.
Tough times, good times.
Michael, born on June 26, 1980, he's a Virginia baby. Grew up in a tough neighborhood, he's a boy from the hood.
He persevered over his crimes. He got out of jail, now it's time to grind. He put the wings on his back, the eagles are here to attack. He still suffers from a calamity though, the maligning from Atlanta just won't go. He is rehabilitated now, playing good ball. His life is back on track, he won't fall.
He's the epitome of a star, smarter than most are. His vision on the field is crazy. He's never lazy. Vic.
Okay, next we're going to start our open mic session. So if anybody wants to come on up here and read, that'd be the time. And we have our first participant.
All right, I'm Justin McCall, and I'm redoing a Tupac poem. It's originally called "The Rose That Grew from Concrete," and I called it "The Rose That Grew from a Tree." Did you hear about the rose that grew from a crack in the pavement? Proving nature wrong by growing without making any payment. It found its way out of the crack instead of being stuck in the ground. It kept growing up and didn't look down. It kept growing up despite all the malign, and it didn't let the thorns in the grass change its mind. It grew up animosity free, and because of that, it grew up into a tree.
When I was a junior in high school, one of my teammates, Marty Gray, broke his neck during a football game, died a few days later. I've often read this. It's called To an Athlete Dying Young by A.E. Housman, one of my favorite poems. The time you won your town the race, we cheered you through the marketplace. Men and boy cheered by. At home we brought you shoulder high. Today the road all runners come, shoulder high. We bring you home and set you at your threshold down. Townsman of a smaller town. Smart lad to slip betimes away from fields where glory does not stay. And early though the laurel grows, it withers quicker than the rose. Eyes the shady night has shut, cannot see the record cut, and silence sounds no worse than cheers after earth has stopped the ears. Now you will not swell the rout of lads that wrote their honors out. Runners whom renown outran, and the name died before the man. So set before its echoes fade, the fleet foot on the sill of shade, and hold to the low lintel up the still defended challenge cup. And round that early laureled head will flock to gaze the strengthless dead, and find the unwithered on its curls, the garland briefer than a girl's.
Happy lunchtime, everyone. In honor of November the 15th as National Clean Out Your Refrigerator Day, I would like to read a poem on cleaning out your refrigerator. It's called It's Time to Clean the Fridge. I think it's time to clean the fridge, and here's how I can tell. The fuzzy clumps of rotting fruit, the putrid, horrid smell. I think it's time to clean the fridge, indeed I can't deny. Half-empty jars, the smudge, the smear, they all assault the eye. I think it's time to clean the fridge, just peek inside the door. Now grab a bag, some bleach, a rag. Behold, it's clean once more.
All right, I'll be reading Langston Hughes' Dream Deferred. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun? Or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat? Or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? I challenge each of you to dare to live the dream, or dare to live the life you've dreamed for yourself, and go forward and make your dreams come true.
Instead of saying my poem like everyone else, I'm going to be singing it instead. And I'm very scared. I'm going to pee myself. Poppy. Sorry. You were staring at me, not cocking, stomach did little flips. When I'm standing next to you, you're fascinated by what I said. Your face is such a distraction. My thoughts unmanageable. Hard to believe that someone so beautiful could be so real. Age makes me feel even younger. Turn to you and calm your attention. attention, seeing you makes me anxious, unconditionally, irrevocably. I'm in love with you. My heart thudded and stuttered, then picked up again. You truly believe that you care more than I do. Leaving is the right thing to do. I'll hurt myself to keep you safe. Easy to be myself. I could dream about you. I'm not ashamed. Didn't believe I would ever find someone to be with. You said I love you. You are my life. I love you. Pleasant memories, ready to give up everything. Ooh.
This one's called Please Hear What I'm Not Saying. Don't be fooled by me. Don't be fooled by the face I wear. For I wear a mask. I wear 1,000 masks. Masks that I'm afraid to take off, and none of them is me. Pretending is an art that's second nature to me. But don't be fooled. For God's sake, don't be fooled. I give you the impression that all is sunny and unruffled with me, within as well as without. That confidence is my name, and coolness is my game. That the water's calm and I'm in command, and that I need no one. But don't believe me. My surface may seem smooth, but my surface is my mask, ever varying and ever concealing. Beneath lies no complaceness. Beneath lies no confusion and fear and aloneness. But I hide this. I don't want anyone to know it. I panic at the thought of my weakness exposed. That's why I frantically create a mask to hide behind, a nonchalant, sophisticated facade to help me pretend, to shield me from the glance that knows. But such a glance is precisely my salvation, my only hope, and I know it. That is, if it's followed by acceptance, if it's followed by love. It's the only thing that can liberate me from myself, from my own self-built prison walls, from the barriers I so painstakingly erect. It's the only thing that will assure me of what I can't assure myself, that I'm really worth something. But I don't tell you this. I don't dare. I'm afraid to. I'm afraid your glance will not be followed by acceptance, will not be followed by love. I'm afraid you'll think less of me, and that you'll laugh, and your laugh would kill me. I'm afraid that deep down, I'm nothing, and that you will see this and reject me. So I play my game, my desperate pretending game, with a facet of assurance without, and a trembling child within. So begins the glittering but empty parade of masks. So when I'm going through my routine, don't be fooled by what I'm saying. Please listen carefully and try to hear what I'm not saying, what I'd like to be able to say, but what for survival I need to say, but what I can't say. I don't like hiding. I don't like playing superficial, phony games. I want to stop playing them. I want to be genuine and spontaneous and me, but you've got to help me. You've got to hold out your hand, even when that's the last thing I seem to want. Only you can wipe away from my eyes the blank stare of breathing dead. Only you can call me into aliveness. Each time you're kind and gentle and encouraging, each time you try to understand because you really care, my heart begins to grow wings. Very small wings, very feeble wings, but wings. With your power to touch me into feeling you can breathe life into me. I know you want to know that. I want you to know how important you are to me, how you can be a creator, an honest to God creator of the person that is me, if you choose to. You alone can break down the wall behind which I tremble. You alone can remove my mask. You alone can release me from my shadow world of panic, from my lonely prison, if you choose to. Please choose to. Do not pass me by if it will not be easy for you. A long conviction of worthlessness builds strong walls. The nearer you approach to me, the blinder I may strike back. It's irrational, but despite what the books say about man, often I'm irrational. I fight against the very thing I cry out for, but I am told that love is stronger than strong walls. And in this lies my hope. Please try to beat down those walls with firm hands, but with gentle hands. For a child is very sensitive. Who am I, you may wonder? I am someone you know very well. For I am every man you meet and every woman you meet. That was by Charles C. Finn.
This is called The Grief of Nature's Adjective by Deary Elegna. No healing magic have I to make you all better. Boo-boo's too big for kindly kisses. Have I passed on pain learning and working out of my past pain? Would that wrinkles could deplete the irony, to want to and trying to love so hard, but so hard to love, the trying tripped, the hardness of it has harmed. Now how this natural or unnatural heart bears the harm hard.